Hey guys, it's me Expo here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to use Murad. Now before this video begins, I want to say that I didn't have the full Arcana for the purple section, so I replaced Reeve with Assassinate, and also, this gameplay was recorded with my brother, so there's going to be a voiceover for all the things I do in the video. For the Arcana, you guys are going to want 10 Blitz for the red section, 10 Reeve for the purple, and 10 Skewer for the green. You want Blitz because it gives you attack speed and some critical hit chance, which is pretty nice. And you want Reeve for the lifesteal, because when you use your ultimate, you get lifesteal back, and it's extremely useful late game. And you want 10 Skewer because it gives you extra attack damage and armor pierce. So it's really useful, and that's my recommended Arcana. For the three builds, I'm going to be using the top build. However, there's many good builds for Murad, and you can find the really good builds on the popular builds. However, I just want the top build because it gives me lifesteal and attack speed. You generally want armor pierce with Murad, but lifesteal is also pretty good with him as well, if you don't have the Arcana for him. So, with Murad, you want to start with blue buff, and then go to red buff afterwards. However, if the enemy has a mobility jungler, like Necroth, then you should be going for red buff first, and then go for blue buff.
Oh, you're doing good, man. Wait, where's Flash? No butterflies down
If you look on the map right now, you'll notice that Butterfly is at bottom, which means that she probably took my red buff. And right there my brother scouted out for me and realized that she took my red buff. So what I did was take her red buff instead and make it an even trade. So if someone does take your buff, then go ahead and try to steal it back from them.
You don't really see it. If I saw a red buff too. So surprisingly, no one's defending for jungle because one of them died. Yeah, thanks to me now, but too late. Ooh. You know she can get, I mean, right? She's a team for protection. Yeah. But it looks really cool. I'm like, are they actually
Once you're level 4, you should start roaming and take advantage of your ultimate. However, due to all the stealing and stuff, I was not able to roam so early.
Oh, you mean Sentinel? Oh, that's alright. I think this is just much more early. So they're actually doing really good without us, so I don't really think I should run. Not for real. Alright, you wanna go twice. Yeah, we'll go.
So, right here what I'm trying to do is get 4 hits on a monster because Murad needs 4 hits to get his ultimate. And normally what you're supposed to do is use your first ability twice and then use your ultimate and then teleport back to the monster. However, that time they ganked me and they noticed that I was attacking the monster, but I actually still did a lot of damage to them. So you'll notice right here that I sort of had to get 4 hits on the minion to finish off Butterfly, and luckily she just teleported towards me, so it was a lot easier for me to finish her off. I also want you guys to keep in mind that when you're using a monster to get 4 hits, you want to keep the monster alive so you can continuously use him. And to keep him alive, what you do is you lure him out of his aggro zone so that when he comes back to his spawn point, he'll start regenerating his health back. So this is how I usually do my combos. I get 4 hits on a monster and then teleport up to the enemy mage. And normally I'd use a second ability here, but she was too far away for me to get my second ability off in time. So instead I just used my ultimate right away, just because I was too far away to get my second ability off. However, normally you'd want to use your second ability because it lowers the enemy armor points by 100, and it also slows them. Something I want you guys to keep note of is that you do not want to directly initiate anyone with Murad. Instead, you just want to go ahead and try to use your ultimate on enemy, because your second ability and your ultimate is you're invincible during those two activations. However, Murad is a very squishy jungler, and that's why he should never try to directly initiate someone in a fight. However, he is pretty good at initiating early game and mid game, just because of the fact that he has 2 stuns and a slow. So he's actually pretty good at initiating, but should not initiate late game or he'll probably die right away. So just try to keep note of that and stay safe during team fights by only using your ultimate and second ability from jungle monsters.
Oh no! I didn't do it! After all that effort. Yeah. Yeah. Why is Rack 8? Or the main, not the main.
You'll notice that I'm actually a little bit low on mana right here, so just keep in note that you'll have to get a lot of mana with Murad because his ultimate requires a lot of mana.
Across the map, man. But I'm coming there. Look, ignore the tower. And kill someone. No, she's invincible, I think. I'm part of the video.
So right here is actually a good example of the combo that I use usually because I actually managed to get my second ability off on time. If someone is camping your spawn position from your first ability, then just don't teleport back because they're probably going to kill you. Now, if the person camping your spawn position is chasing you, then you can take advantage of this by actually teleporting back and just juking them out. It would have worked right here, but then Fennec was also camping me, so it was just unfortunate at the end.
I got you, I'll save your ass. Saving your ass! Daryl? Watch, this is... Oh, I died, no! Man, you're like all the way back, dude. This is... Wait, you can solo both of them, dude. You can do it. Go, go, just go. A triple kill. She used the dirt. Go for a butterfly, go for a butterfly. She's vulnerability. Oh, nice! He taunted it. Ah! No, I need help! My boys! Whoa, look at my health! How are you doing so far, Duck? You're actually doing pretty good! You're level 12 too, what the hell? You're level 12 and you're soloing it! I see you taking it!
Be sure to signal your teammates not to take your jungle. However, over here, my brother took it on purpose, though.
If only I had a monster to get my 4 hits on, right? Oh! Look, I think you might. I got you. Okay. All I have to say is just listen. I'm going to do it. Sure, I can get this for that. might win first.